Hi, and thank you for joining me for today's Footsteps to Brilliance training. My name is Alyssa Moss, and I'm the Digital Literacy Specialist with the Innovative Approaches to Literacy Department at the Colusa County Office of Education. Today we will be exploring Clever Kids University I Can Read. This app is appropriate for children from 4 to 7 years of age. If you do not yet have a Footsteps to Brilliance parent account, please watch the prior videos in this Parent Academy series to sign up. This video has been pre-recorded in order for you to watch it as many times as you would like. You can also share it with other parents. For questions about Footsteps to Brilliance, please contact me at amoss@ccoe.net or 530-531-7055. You can also contact our literacy liaison, Stephanie Santana, at ssilvas@ccoe.net or 530-491-9405. Stephanie speaks Spanish, so if you're more comfortable with Spanish, be sure to contact her. Follow us on Facebook at CCOE and Literacy for All. We also have a website, www.andliteracyforall.net. Okay, let's get started. We will begin by watching a video about Clever Kids University I Can Read from the Clever Kids University website.
Hello, my name is Eugene Narciso, and I'm the co-founder of Clever Kids University. I'm excited to show you how you can ensure reading success for your child with this step-by-step program. As a busy father of 4, I didn't want to leave my children's reading success up to chance. I created Clever Kids University I Can Read to both have fun with my kids and to provide parents like me with an easy and proven reading formula that they could use with their children. Clever Kids University I Can Read is organized so that you know exactly what to do every day. Best of all, your children will read their first book in just 4 days. Let's take a look. Clever Kids University I Can Read is organized into 26 weeks of daily lessons with over 650 engaging activities. By playing fun games on days 1 through 3, we prepare your child to read a new book by day 4 of each week. Mega Mouth decoder books and songs introduce fun and memorable characters to help your child hear and pronounce the 44 English sounds.
Millie the Mouse just loves to eat. That was good.
Your child will learn to decode words through multi-sensory games where they see, hear, manipulate, and blend sounds. Your child will immediately apply phonics skills by recording themselves independently reading fun books about Sam and his friends.
Red.
I am red. Your child will draw pictures and write about the books they are reading. They can even create, publish, and email their own variation of books. Unlike any other reading program, your child will read along to high-interest science books each week to develop background knowledge, comprehension, and vocabulary. Your child will develop confidence as they celebrate success with flashcards, certificates, coins, and stars. Best of all, you can print a library of books that your child can read independently. At the end of the 26 weeks, you can be confident that your child is on the path to becoming a reading champion. This will pave the way for your children's success in school and in life.
Clever Kids University is under the Footsteps to Brilliance umbrella, meaning that when you sign up for Footsteps to Brilliance, you will automatically have access to both Clever Kids University apps. What makes Clever Kids University I Can Read different than, say, Level 1 of Footsteps to Brilliance is that Clever Kids University I Can Read will have your child reading their first book by day 4, as it focuses on 44 sounds of the English language. To log into your Clever Kids University account, visit www.andliteracyforall.net. Let's go there now. You will see that we have the Footsteps to Brilliance app here, in addition to our 2 other apps for Clever Kids University. All 3 apps are free to Colusa County residents. To download the app on your smartphone or tablet, go to your app store and search Clever Kids University. At the App Store, you will see both Clever Kids apps. I Can Read is orange, and the pre-reader is red. We will be discussing the orange app today, so you will want to download that app. The steps to log in will be the same through the app or online. Let's go ahead and log in online. If you don't have a parent account, please watch video 1 in this Parent Academy series as I go into detail about registering there. On the webpage here, let's go ahead and click on I Can Read Login. Something you'll notice about this page is that it asks for the student ID, super secret code, or username and password to log in. This is because your children can log into their accounts on this page using the orange or the red button, and you can log into your parent account using the purple username and password option. You have the option to make the page switch to Spanish by clicking on the gray ESP half circle, and you have the option to switch the page back to English by clicking on the gray ENG half circle. I'm going to go ahead and log in with my username and password, and then we can navigate the site together. If you would like to pause this video here to log yourself in, please do so. If not, keep watching. After logging in, you'll be directed to the I Can Read homepage. On the right-hand side, there's a Switch Apps button. You can switch between the 3 Footsteps to Brilliance apps at any time by clicking on Switch Apps. On your smartphone or tablet, you have access to all 3 apps. You simply download all 3 apps separately and then use the same login information for each of them. The I Can Read homepage looks a bit different than the homepage for the Footsteps to Brilliance app. I'm going to go over the content found on the left-hand sidebar before getting into the lessons of I Can Read. In My Progress, your child can see their progress in the 5 areas that the app focuses on: letter sounds, word work, skill builders, I Can Read, and STEM reading. You can also see the number of words read and the number of stars achieved. You can also click into each of the subject areas to view how many coins have been achieved for a certain week. Let's go back by clicking the back arrow. Underneath My Progress, you will see My Create a Book. Here, your child can create their own story using the prompt provided or something from their own imagination. The prompt on this page says, "What have you learned about animals? Create a book to show what you know." Your child can draw, use backgrounds, characters, emoticons, and shapes to create a book cover. There's also a word bank of words that your child can use when creating a title. These words are found on the I Can Read homepage. So let's go ahead and let's create a cover of our book. I'm going to title my book Sam's Book. I found the word Sam in the word bank here, and I thought it would be a good idea to use it in my title. Now I'm going to draw on my background. I'm going to add another background and a character. Here's a picture of Sam, so I'm going to add him. I can move him on the page. I can also make him smaller. I'm going to add in an emoticon and also make that smaller, and a shape. To go to page 1 of the book, click on the green arrow. To create a story on the first page, your child can click on words in the word bank or type in what they would like to say. Again, there are options for drawing and adding in backgrounds, characters, emoticons, and shapes on the page. When you are finished, click on the green check mark. You can edit the book, print it, or email it to a family member or friend. Scope and Sequence provides an overview of what your child will be learning each week. For example, for week 1, your child will read the book Millie the Mouse, learn the sound of the letter M, and word families ending in am, and the sight word I. Your child will also practice writing by connecting the prompt to everyday life, and learn about STEM comprehension and vocabulary through stories about Marty the monkey. Every week is set up to provide your child successful interactions with phonics, writing, skill building, and STEM. There are 26 weeks in all. Let's close this window and go back to experience the lessons themselves. We will begin with Sam's City. Just like with the Footsteps to Brilliance app, you must download the content in the app before you can experience it. To do this, you will see a download button inside the app itself. After you have done this, you will be able to access Sam's City. As you can see, week 2 is locked. This is because you will need to complete the content in week 1 before you can move on to week 2. Let's click into week 1. Because the content in each week is split up into days, this is its own lesson plan for you and your child. This is also great for homeschool teachers. Days 1 and 3 are letter sounds. Day 2 is word work. Day 4 is beginning reading. And day 5 is STEM reading. I'm going to click into day 1. We will complete day 1 together, and then I will give you a sneak peek for days 2 through 5. The first activity for day 1 is the book Millie the Mouse. Much like with Footsteps to Brilliance, by clicking on the speaker icon, the page will be read to you.
Millie the Mouse, written by Eileen Rosenthal, illustrated by Martin Bond.
You can change the language from English to Spanish at any time. And the triangle moves you forward through the book. Each page also has interactive elements.
Touch the button to read my story and learn my sound.
Millie the Mouse loves to eat. First, Millie eats a mango. Yummy mango, Millie says. Then Millie eats some meatballs. Yummy meatballs, Millie says. Then Millie drinks some milk. Yummy milk, Millie says. To top it all off, Millie eats a mud pie. Yummy mud pie, Millie says. Then Millie takes a nap. When you see Millie the Mouse, pat your tummy and say, yummy, yummy. Now record yourself saying, Practice saying these words that begin with the sound. Can you think of other words that begin with the sound? Meatballs, mango, mud pie, milk.
Activity 2 for day 1 is Millie the Mouse Songbook. Here, your children can record themselves singing the Millie the Mouse song.
Millie the Mouse's Songbook, written by Eileen Rosenthal, illustrated by Martin Bond.
Touch the button to hear my song, and then touch this button to record yourself singing.
Millie Mouse just loves to eat. Millie Mouse just loves to eat. That was good.
Activity 3 for day 1 is letter trace. Here your child connects the dots to write the letter M. The letter M makes this sound.
Fantastic. You are a star. Oops, try again.
And if your child makes a mistake, they have the opportunity to try again.
You are a star.
Every time your child completes an activity, they earn a star. Activity 4 for day 1 is a slime game. Your child will use their listening skills to match sounds to letters.
Slime the word that begins with this sound.
They will click on the word that begins with that sound and then click on the slime machine.
Mango. Monkey. Mud. Mouse. Milk.
Wow, good job.
The last activity for day 1 is a drag the sound game. Your child will again have to use their listening skills.
Which letter makes this sound? Drag it to the box.
M.
Wow, good job.
M.
Way to go. Way to go.
M.
Way to go.
Now let's take a brief look at days 2 through 5 before ending the video. Day 2's subject is word work. First, your child will play a word pop game where they pop balloons containing the necessary word. Then they will sort words and pictures. Tracing the sight word I is activity 3, and touching the letter I in a word hunt is activity 4. Activity 5 allows children to create sentences by filling in the blanks. Now let's take a sneak peek of day 3. Day 3 revisits letter sounds. Day 4 is about beginning to read and focuses on the story Sam. Lastly, Day 5 is all about Marty the Monkey and STEM activities. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. As you can see, that's just 1 week of activities. There are a total of 26 weeks of content just like this, and by completing 5 days of activities each week, your child will be on the right track for learning to read. Thank you for joining me today for the last video of our Parent Academy. If you need help with downloading the apps, navigating the apps, or have general questions about Footsteps to Brilliance or Clever Kids University, please contact me or Stephanie. Here is our contact information again.